All right, you guys, next story. So your boy NickCannon. I actually am not going to talk about this long because we've talked about NickCannon at length quite a few times. And you guys already know how I feel about the fact that he is impregnating all of these women and having these kids. Yes, I know for a fact that he can afford to take care of all these kids. I just was concerned about, the fact, concerned about whether or not he would be able to spend the quality time, when you're trying to divide yourself up into now 7 parts, okay? But I have come to the conclusion that it don't really fucking matter what I think, okay? It really does not matter, okay? Because Nick is a grown-ass man, and these women are grown-ass women, and they are deciding to procreate together. And if they all like it, then guess the fuck what? Roxanne loves it. I can't worry about these people's kids, okay? They ain't hurting nobody, and that's what that is. I tried to listen to his interview on Breakfast Club, and I'm telling you, I sat there and I was like, Charlamagne said it the best, okay? You running this game on these women and they are buying it, and if that's what you feel, then you know what? Fine. I just was listening to him, and it was all, the shit was deep, and y'all know how I feel about deep people, and it's all, this is a social construct, and it's this and it's that. I was just like, oh my God, just say that you want to be able to go out there and go and have sex with a whole bunch of women, and you already know within yourself that you can't be committed to one person, and that's fine. That's fine. If you know that that's not you, then you might as well be true to yourself, okay? But all of this other deep things about, the fact that people were married just to show whether or not, ownership, and I don't care about that. We're not talking about back in the fucking day. We're talking about today. Things are so very much different today than they were when marriage, the idea of marriage first got started, So you can miss me with all of that. Just say, yeah, I just want to have sex with a whole bunch of women, and I can't commit myself to anybody. And, if these women decide that they want to have a baby with me, then I'm all for it. I can afford the kids, and I can still be there for the kids as much as I can, and everybody seems to be happy, so let it be that. Okay, you can miss me with all the rest of this shit. When he said that the women make the decision because it's their body, that he's just going along, I said, what? I was just like, turn the shit off. I try really hard, and I've learned a lot on this channel. I used to really be down on, not necessarily down on, but I want people to be, if they're going to be having kids, and that, I want them to be married to their partner, and, all of that, because marriage means something to me. But I have learned over the years that everybody doesn't look at marriage the same way, and that's fine. Okay. So I have tried to make sure that I understand people that say, no, Roxanne, marriage is not for me, and this works better for me. And you know what? I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, if you know what's best for you, and you do what's best for you, but don't down me because I respect and value marriage. I should be able to respect and value marriage the same way that you should be able to, respect maybe just a commitment between the two of you as a union, or, not even that. If you want to be able to go out and be with other people, I try to understand all the sides, right? So, I get it. If that's what he wants to do, fine, but I don't want to hear it no more. I don't care. Unless we start seeing them kids looking like something wrong, then I'm not going to worry nothing else about, what Nick feels about Eurocentric marriage values and all ideals and all that. I can't. I just really can't. Okay. And he was talking so much. How you have some people that really just, they talk so much, like me maybe. People like to hear themselves talk because it makes them feel like they're smarter, so he just was using all these words, and he was talking so much. And it was just like, I saw in Ice Cream Convos, they had posted the video of Damon Wayans as the prisoner. Remember, he used to always talk a whole bunch of foolishness. That actually reminds me of T.I., the intelligent adjacent. Every time I always think of that Damon Wayans character, I always think of T.I., but now people are saying that that might be some of NickCannon's. I was just like, yeah, you can just miss me with all of that, Nick. Just say you want to have sex with women. And if you possibly have kids, then that's fine too. All right, all the rest, Negro, please. Okay, you guys, I guess I'm gonna have to put in here a rest in peace to Chucky Thompson. He died from complications from COVID, okay? And that name should sound familiar to you guys because most recently we saw him on Real Housewives of Potomac. He was working with Candace for her first song. You guys, I don't know, here far away. Y'all know she like to get her phony Braxton on, but it's a great song. Actually, that song is very good. Like, I could listen to that in my rotation. That's how much I like that song. So I'm just teasing Candace. But anyway, we saw him on the show there. He was working with her. You know, he asked her to be on his label. She didn't end up going on the label because, you know, some things didn't work out or whatever. But that's where I most recently remembered the name. Chucky Thompson actually goes back a long ways. He was one of the members of the Hitmen, and you know, that was Puffy's in-house production team. Made all the hits for Bad Boy, obviously, and then a lot of hits on, you know, for Uptown artists, of course, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Biggie. Like, he was instrumental in creating the sound and bringing in a lot of the R&B elements to hip hop, you know, more so than what we had seen in the past. It was more than just sampling. It was actually bringing in the music and kind of switching the sound like a R&B hip hop sound. He's had his hand in a lot of people's careers. Nas to Usher to even Phil Collins. I heard that he was actually part of the production for In the Air Tonight. Okay. And there's more and more stories of just more and more music that he has been a part of that, you know, when you're a producer, obviously, unless you really have made yourself be out there in front, I mean, you're behind the scenes, you're working, you're putting the music out there. We hear the artists that's singing the music, but we take for granted who actually is the talent behind making the music. Okay, what they put their voices on top of. And Chucky Thompson, by all accounts, said that he was just one. And when I think of Mary, Biggie, and Faith, their first albums, especially Faith Evans' album, oh my God, classic. Okay, so his talents have been out there for us to enjoy for years and years, and now he has transitioned and gone on. But the best thing about that, what I tell you guys all the time, is that because he is this legend, his music will live forever and ever. But it is sad that he would die from COVID complications. I was wondering what happened, and I did read that this morning. I know at one point he was married, but he was divorced, and I did not put down if he had any children. I'll put that on the screen. I'm sorry, because I forgot to look that up. Chucky Thompson was 53 years old, okay, and just leaves behind just so much music for us to enjoy. He'll live forever in our hearts, you guys, and in our heads as we listen to this music. Rest in peace to All right, you guys, let's talk about PJ Washington. Okay, he's a basketball player. I believe he plays for the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, and PJ Washington has been living his life and enjoying the women as they come, obviously. And he finally came across a Brittany Renner, and he seemed to really like her. Okay, they ended up getting married in February of this year. And a couple of months later, she gave birth to his baby. And then 2 weeks after after she gave birth, made him a happy father, she secretly filed divorce from him. Okay. And, people will say, hey, shit happens. You get married. It might not work out. I mean, why stay in this shit if you don't have to? Okay. Well, that definitely could be Brittni Renner's story. It just didn't work out. Or could it have been a bigger plan to bag a dumb athlete, and have a baby by them so that you can always collect money on it? Okay. Which one do you guys think it is? I'm going to tell you a story real quick. They say that Brittni made a video. I actually saw the video. This was, of course, before she got with PJ. But she just happened to be in her car one day, and she just was, putting folks up on game. And she says in this video that, if you really want to, if you want to secure the bag, that you sleep with an athlete, okay? Because the athletes are stupid. And none of them wear condoms, okay? I said, neither does Future. But that's we'll talk about Future in a minute. She said none of the athletes wear condoms, and it's very easy to get pregnant by an athlete, apparently, okay? She said that in her time that she's been around, she's slept with 11 athletes. She's slept with 5 entertainers. She's slept with 8 regular guys. Okay. And when she says regular, I'm assuming that, that they don't have the money that the entertainers and athletes would have. But she talked on about, hasn't messed with too many regular guys since she's became Instagram famous. So I guess she was an Instagram model. I don't know. I don't know who this girl is. But she definitely secured the bag when she got pregnant by PJ Washington. Evidently, PJ ain't talked to his homeboys. Because I'm thinking to myself, like she just said, 11 athletes. I mean, it ain't going around in the circle, that she been ran through, or, that there was something going on. I shouldn't say ran through. But, she the one bragging about who all she slept with, you guys. So it's not like I'm trying to slut shame the girl or anything. But I'm just like, he didn't get no warning from none of his homeboys about Brittni. Okay. Well, now that they done got divorced and she done got this baby, now we got to talk about custody. Now, I don't know what she ends up getting for spousal support, because they weren't married long, but you got this baby and the baby gonna be here for a long, long time. So now he's been ordered by the judge to pay $200,000 in child support for this baby. I don't know how long that's supposed to go on. Maybe they're going to readjust it as the baby gets older. Maybe possibly after he retires, he's not going to be a basketball player. But that's not the point, you guys. $200,000 fucking dollars for a girl who clearly ran game on you. Okay? Had no intentions of being with you. Was not in love with you. None of that. I mean, I'm just assuming, you guys. But just listen to the damn story. She just said how to get fucking money is have sex with an athlete with no condom. So I'm just telling y'all what she said, and then what is going to be the appropriate conclusion that I come up with from listening to the damn story. Child, I have never been able to do shit like that because I'm too scary. Like, I feel like a person will they will be so frustrated with me that they'll try to do something to me. Like, I'll be like, girl, you better watch your back. Like, he might send one of the, the hard-hitting homies to come do something. $200,000 is a lot of money, even to a basketball player, especially when you realize that you have just fallen for the okie damn doke. Okay. I'm not wishing nothing harmful to her, and I would hope that he wouldn't do anything like that. But let Brittni Renner's story be a lesson to all y'all out there who is jumping in the pool with no damn nothing on. Okay? Just letting you know that it's a community of women out there that's waiting to take your damn money. Please move smarter. All right, you guys, and since we talking about mention Future, let's talk about your boy. Well, I tell you, that Future show can do some shit. He is ignorant, you guys. Now, we already know Future. He don't get along too well with his baby mamas, and You know, he'll be with them and be giving them shit, rings and all that. And the next thing you know, they done fell out and he with somebody else. And, you know, amongst all this, it'll be some other random girl that'll turn up pregnant, you know, and have babies by him and be going to court and shit, trying to get money from him. He'll say it's not his, but he won't do no DNA test. And it just be the same old shit with Future, right? We used to that. But we haven't heard much about his, now what's the girl for, the girl's name? Is this another Brittany? Child, listen to that. All right, come on, Brittany number 2. So this is his baby mama, Brittany Neely. Okay. She has an 8-year-old son with Future. And from what I understand, the relationship can be contentious. Like I said, they've been pretty silent recently, so we ain't heard too much about Brittany recently. But, you know, every now and then it'll just come over to rear its ugly head. And evidently he was talking to his 8-year-old son through text message. And the way the exchange went was, you couldn't really see what the conversation, how it started, but there was a text message that was supposedly from Future. And the way that we were supposed to know that this was Future's text message thread was that she actually left his number on the top so that people could actually see that this was, if you knew Future's number, then you would know that that was his number. Okay. But he says to the girl, says to the little boy, tell your mom. And the little boy says back, tell my mom what? And he says, to buy you some new clothes. And then the boy says, Dad, like, Dad. And so that's why I'm saying you don't really know what the rest of the conversation is. And then Future gonna text back to her, your mom's a hoe. It's like, who the fuck says that to an 8-year-old? He is horrible. Okay. I don't understand why women still continue. I'm telling you, that rapper DICK must be monumental for women to lose their minds long enough to have. It ain't even worth having to deal with the disrespect that Future can put out there for these women, I guess, to get support from them financially, when really I don't even think Future is really spending that much in child support to any of his baby mamas. Okay. But yeah, I was just like, did he really send that to the 8-year-old? Now, of course, people are saying that they don't believe that that actually was him, that he actually would say something like that, even though she did go through the lengths of changing the number, putting the number up there at the top. But I 100% believe that it could be Future, because Future's ignorant. And he's already said some stupid, he's said some things in the past. I just be like, oh my God. So, of course, she posted on Instagram and she was like, he's 8 years old, you idiot. Why would you even send something to your son like this? Then Future goes into the comments, because this was on Shade Room that I actually saw. He goes into the comments and he just puts the emoji of the cap. I was like, he is a fucking mess, y'all. He is the worst. He really is the worst, you guys. But, all I can say is these women, it ain't like he ain't got the best reputation. So, like, maybe hopefully the women in the future will know maybe Future ain't the one that you try in the bag. So he text that boy that. Do you guys think that he did it or not? The story is that your boy Jamal Bryant, who is the pastor of New Birth, formerly Eddie Long's church before Eddie Long died from, we believe, AIDS. Jamal Bryant stepped in there, was having his dramas up there in Virginia, and I believe just wanted a fresh new start. Moved down here to Atlanta, Georgia, took over that church there, and from what I understand, people are happy with the job that he's doing there. But it's come down the pike that Jamal Bryant is being investigated for almost $800,000 in back taxes. I said, look at God. I'm telling you, God don't like ugly. See what happens when you riding somebody, Giselle? You riding somebody so hard about their husband and their husband's tax problems. You know what God do? God go in and put the order in God go on and put the order in for you, for your own husband to have tax problems as well. Okay. Now I know that's her ex-husband and all, but they was acting like they was gonna be back together, and I think God had went on and just put the order in because he just figured that they was gonna get back together, because that's what she was telling us, right? And then when it came out that it was bullshit and they really wasn't together, God couldn't have time to go get the order back out. It had already been processed, is what I'm saying. It's been processed. So it had to go on through, and now we done brought that kind of scrutiny to our own ex-husband's life. And they say that Jamal Bryant is being investigated for taxes, I guess, that he didn't pay between the years of 2008 and 2018. Not every year, but some years in those years. The actual amount that he owes is $738,524.25. And damn it, I got him for the 25 cents. Listen, I can give him $24.25. How about that? Jamal Bryant has tax issues. Now, I won't laugh at people with tax issues. I have tax issues all the fucking time, it feels like, I've been audited by the taxes. It's not a good feeling. I've had to pay back taxes, all kind of shit. YouTube keep my shit I gotten, I had to get that shit straight. So I know how easy it can be to get your taxes fucked up. And then I got them straight now though, y'all. I got them straight now, but I know how easy it is for you to get your taxes fucked up. And I imagine just the more money you make, what did I say? More money, more problems. Okay. So now you got more money to fuck up and mess up your damn taxes. So my suggestion to Jamal is to get with an accountant that's really going to help him out. Okay. And they can try to get this shit cleared up. They put a lien on his parents' home. I guess maybe he bought the home for his parents, and I'm sure that is going to motivate him to probably try to correct this, because who wants to make our parents homeless? Who wants to put our parents out of the house that they've been living in for years and years and all that? So, he gonna have to take care of some business, but yeah. Could this be Giselle's fault? They say that Jamal's actually had lien problems in the past, He wasn't paying his bills, his credit card bills and things like that. In 2016, $400,000 worth of that. And so they put a lien on his shit back then. Okay. So he ain't new to this lien game. This what he do. But, I don't know how, I know my few little thousands of dollars that I had owed, that shit had me stressed the fuck out. I can't even imagine 700 and how much did I tell y'all? 738,000. Oh my God. So yeah, I wouldn't wish tax issues on, because that is a different kind of stress. Okay. So I'm really hoping that he can get that shit straightened, and he don't have to, with a minimal amount of loss, and that, the IRS and him, they can get that shit all worked out. You're definitely not laughing. It ain't a laughing matter. Okay, but I'm gonna just say, Jamal, get your shit straight, bruh. And then lastly, you guys, we had to say, belatedly now, but happy birthday to our forever president. Okay, Mr. Barack Obama, who turned 60. Just a few days, the beginning of August. I don't have the date, but I want to say, you guys know what I just realized? Barack Obama is a Leo and Michelle Obama is a Capricorn. And me and Mr. are Leo and Capricorn. And boy, what that got to mean? I guess it don't mean nothing, but maybe, just maybe, we might have a relationship that could be modeled after y'all former president and forever first lady, Barack and Michelle. Ain't that some shit, y'all? Listen, look at that. Anyway, he turned 60 the other day, and apparently he was going to have this big 60th birthday party. You guys, did you see the tent that they had rented to put out there? The shit looked like a fucking football stadium. It was huge. And they were supposed to have 500 guests come and celebrate him turning 60. And then, of course, we've got the Delta variant. It always fucking something up, okay? The Delta variant comes and was just like, yeah, we gonna have to go on and put a halt to that birthday thing. I'm sure that they had already decided on having this party, because at the beginning of the summer, we was all excited. We're going to be able to have our parties again. We're going to be able to go out. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to do that. And now the Delta was like, not so fast. So they had to scale back the party. I don't know how much they scaled the party back, though, because when I saw the party, there was still a lot of people that were there, okay? But they supposedly scaled the party back, and I think I read an article that said that it was a sophisticated crowd of vaccinated partygoers, okay? And that they didn't worry about the spread because people there had been vaccinated. So I don't know if somebody was sitting there checking cards or what, but that's what they put out there for us to think anyway. But the party looked like it was a good-ass time. A good-ass time, you know, but people are definitely bothered by the fact that he did have this party still, even if it was scaled back, you know, during COVID times. Well, they haven't said that we can't have parties again, you guys. They just are now putting, you know, they just now are starting to say, you know, what should and shouldn't happen. Now, when you saw the pictures, the staff did have on masks, but most of the party goers, to almost all of the party goers from what we saw, did not have on masks, okay? People are mad at Dr. Fauci because he recently said that the Sturgis, you know how Harley Davidson, they have their big bike meet out in Sturgis. Where is that? I don't remember. Sturgis, where is it? Wisconsin or Delaware? Anyway, I'll put it on the screen. But they have their yearly thing, and he was saying that he was afraid that it was going to be a super spreader event, okay? But made no mention of President Obama's birthday party. So people were saying that he was being biased, and, you know, the fact that it was just a whole bunch of sophisticated, rich people, you know, supposedly vaccinated. We couldn't even be positive about that, you know, and now they're coming down hard on Fauci and saying that he's not trying to be fair and, you know, holding these motorcycle riders to it, but not really making President Obama feel that he shouldn't have had his party either, you know. So, but we also know that Sturgis, the people that are at Sturgis, historically are, well, I won't say historically, but many of them are Trump supporters, and many of them probably are going to be against masks, okay? And I just told you what happens when you don't wear a mask. So, I mean, you just do your own math there, and you know, you would know the differences. Even though black people don't get damn vaccinated either, now that I think about it. So, I mean, maybe shit could have been going down at Obama's party. Not that it was just all black people there, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, you guys, the party looked like it was a good time. I know if I was invited, I took my ass on, you know. I'd have been right there partying with them. So anyway, you guys, I think I talked about everything. Did I? Yep. That's it. All right, you guys, let me get on off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.